A dark domain. A realm where your word is law, where the land itself twists and reshapes itself to reflect your will. During each season's domain phase, you will be able to put your conquered territories to work, building an economy, forging weapons, raising armies. Each season in Dark Lord is split into an adventure phase and a domain phase. When the adventure phase is done, you bring back your plundered bounty to build an empire. The crown jewel of your domain is your palace, a magnificent testament to your might and decadence. Once you have built a palace, you can install trophies from your adventures, buy up magnificent items like a crown, statues of yourself, a menagerie, or a coliseum, and conduct mighty magic rituals to rewrite the very laws of physics within the seat of your power. In order to purchase such treasures for yourself, you will need to turn to the markets. All Dark Lords buy from the same market, however, which means an item you've got your eye on might be snatched up by another. Do you take the item you need most at first opportunity, or do you risk having it snatched away to instead chase after the item you suspect one of the other Dark Lords has their eye on? You could strike a deal, but can you trust a Dark Lord to keep it? Don't get so wrapped up in your economy that you neglect your legions. Every territory in your dark domain allows you to take one and only one action, so you will want to expand your borders as fast as possible. Undertaking an adventure to sack the defenses of a territory, in addition to yielding profits directly, leaves the territory vulnerable to invasion. But you can only take the territory if you have an army, and you'll only be able to hold it if you build fortifications. Mercenaries can be hired and demons can be conjured, but these armies are temporary and return home at the end of the season. Raising your own forces takes considerable time, however. Focus on mercenary armies and you may find yourself with more territory than you can control, but rely on your own troops and you may find territories slipping through your fingers, as you have too few armies to push forward on all fronts. But don't despair. That keep on the borderlands looks like it's got some orc and goblin neighbors who might lend you a hand. In order to rule the world, you will have to thread the needle between your own armies, hired mercenaries, and local allies to push forward as fast as possible. Courthouses allow you to pass edicts. Is your dark domain run by a cult that ensures the fanatical loyalty of your people? Or do you keep order with cruel enforcers as a brutal police state? Do you institute a culture of resolving disputes through lethal duels? Do you set up a system of magical academies, guild-regulated trade, or knightly orders? The decision is yours. Each Dark Lord has their own unique abilities and drawbacks in the domain phase. The Fey Queen's forests overrun all her territories with plentiful healing herbs, giving her domain easy access to healing potions, and making hers a deceptively durable army. The Ice Queen can summon entire castles of ice and snow to defend her territory, and the terrible Lich King converts the entire population into his undead laborers and soldiers. As Dark Lord, you have the power to pass laws and change cultures, host blood sports, make a dark cult the state religion, establish occult academies or chivalric orders, reshape society in your own image.